Okay. Um, hmm. All right. Today will be a slightly different stream. Hello, Huddy, Schult, Syntax Man, Strafes MC, Alicia. Welcome one, welcome all to the end of mining. It's over. There is no more mining. The admins removed mining from the game. There is no more mining. It's done. They saw that people were having fun, and there's no more mining. There is zero mining left. In fact, I used up all the mining. Is this the end of your channel? Yes. I never got to be on Makash friend list after all. Yeah, it's over, boys. It's over. It is Jova. Mining over. Mova, maybe. Bros 2 Divans drills will be worth 3 coins. Yep, it's over. It is it is Jova. Um so I thought we would all relish in not relish. Let's all look at the mining changes we're going to be suffering through together as enjoyers of mining in this game. Window capture, is that what I want? I think it's that. Is that? Yeah. Yeah, it's working. Oh yeah, we're gaming. I haven't even read all of it. I got to there. Where you saw I was there. I was gaming. Are you going to quit? Yes. 100% real and true. I am quitting right here and now. For L, no way can't you start playing other games? Who says I wasn't playing other games already? Didn't you say you'll stream videos of you and your buddies playing games? I don't think I ever said that, nah. Then again, you say a lot of shit during live streams, so you fucking never know. See, Syntax Man's like, you're dead, man. Like I'm saying, see you in another life. That's hilarious. Thoughts on gold mining? Gold mining is. I may have to do like my mining fucking PGR tour relatively soon because if this depending on when these changes go through, um you know, there's not going to be any methods left. There's going to be no methods, chat. Zero methods. Uh, they saw the current state of mining and thought, you know what? Let's revert to the gold mines. Let's revert to the gold mines. You did say that. You did say that you'd be streaming videos of you and your friends playing games. I I don't remember that, man. You know, to be fair, I haven't slept in 2 days, technically. I missed a night of sleep, so I haven't. I've been awake for like 30 something. Anyway, regardless, you're not reading all that? Well, don't worry. I'll read it to you. How wonderful. Anyway, let's go through these proposed mining changes. Although if they are being proposed in this way, it's most likely that they're going to actually come. Um, but anyways, Crystal Hollows access requires Heart of Mountain 3 to 4. You know what? Mild mining change, but I think that's it. Schultz bedtime story. But requiring Heart of Mountain 4, Crystal Hollows is over. Crystal Hollows over, chat. No more Crystal Hollows. Anyway, let's get into more changes, the actual ones. The Gemstone Gauntlet is uh, becoming more of a weapon. Why is the... Why? So, okay, it's getting less breaking power, which sucks. It's getting more damage, which who the fuck uses the gauntlet for damage? It's getting more strength. Again, who uses it for damage? In what case are you going to be hitting things with the gauntlet, and why would you want to hit something with the gauntlet? Um, they need to make that more of a case, but I haven't finished it, all right? I haven't finished it. Let me just let me go through. Read on. I will, let's fucking okay. So they're halving its mining speed. New passive, reduced atoms. Mobs killed on mining islands now drop gemstones when killed with gemstone gauntlets. Okay, fine. Maybe I should read. Okay, fine. Maybe I should fucking read the goddamn thing. Uh, oh wait, drop gemstones when killed? That's dead. Why wouldn't you just mine it instead of? Why do they want to turn mining into combat? It, fucking it's like they want to turn the game into just combat. Why? Have some diversity in the game, goddammit. Like mining is something different to killing things all the time. Why? Why change that? But okay, whatever. Anyway, what gemstones they drop correlate to the gemstones you have on your gauntlet. Killing these mobs also charges your gauntlet meter by one. I love gauntlet meter. That's wonderful. New passive kinetic mobs killed on mining islands now reduce the time as well. Your forge slots. So you can forge stuff faster by killing things with a gauntlet. Okay. Gemstone snap, really going for the Thanos angle there. The gauntlet meter stores up to 150 charges, 150 mob kills once fully charged. You may shift right click with the item to drain your meter, giving you 50 mining fortune for 60 minutes. This effect doesn't stack. I really don't get why they want to bring combat into mining, but okay. The designers know this is their whole thing on it. This is a big one. The gemstone gauntlet has been a long problematic in mining's progression. I think, to be honest, I think it's more to do with the fact that there will be general meta picks, and the meta pick for mining is gauntlet, 655, and then divans. I don't know whether 555 ever gets competitive with gauntlet. It's probably a case of just gauntlet's a lot cheaper. But I think it's more to do with the progression in that way. Where, yeah, gauntlet does overshadow things, but maybe it's more because all the other comparable things that you could get at that stage are not as good or are too expensive. Compared to the gauntlet, maybe they need to be cheaper. Or maybe the gauntlet needs to be made more expensive. I mean, I'd be fine with that. But I don't really like the changes, or those changes to Gauntlet. Gauntlet wasn't that good for mining, and now it's not really. It, I mean, does this change how I use Gauntlet? Because effectively, the Gauntlet is the best infinite fuel mining tool, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think it is. And I don't know whether it still remains the best infinite fuel mining tool. Maybe. Makash, they might have cooked mining. Oh yeah, it's over, Hayo. It's genuinely over. Actually over. I was reading the patch notes as well. It's not looking good, ultimately. It's not looking good, bruv. Iron Man users are loving this update. I feel like anyone loving this update is like a combat enjoyer. Sorry, a mining hater, that's what I should say. Mining hater. This is bad shit. Okay, I need to fucking read. Let me read a little bit faster, actually. Um, the golem has been a problem. Most players never even interact with drills, and we don't love that. So they want to push more people towards the upgrade progression of 355 to Divans drill, which I think is a good idea. But I personally would have gone that in. I would have gone about that by making Gauntlet more expensive. I think if they made Gauntlet more expensive, that would have been a better change. And I think people would be like, no, Gauntlet is a good way to get into mining. Well, then they would need to figure out what their intended uh mining tool progression is, and where Gauntlet fits in that. But either way, Drill parts and fuel are systems we want the player to interact with more as they progress in mining, and currently that just isn't the case until late in the game. To coincide with these changes, we will also be reducing the cost for many drills in the game. I see. See, I wouldn't have gone with that either. I would have made the gauntlet more expensive and not change the cost of drills. I think lowering the cost of I really don't like this approach. It's just a bit annoying on that one. I would have made the gauntlet more expensive and have some, other progression related mining tools within, gauntlet to, whatever comes before gauntlet. Ruby drill? I don't know. Uh, anyways, drill parts have been buffed. Okay. So they're reducing the cost for drills and buffing how good they are, apparently. Putting more gemstone slots on jet. So they're buffing drills in general. I doubt they'd buff Divans drill, but that all being said, we still wanted to make the gauntlet have some greater place in mining as a whole, so we are introducing some abilities. They are okay. One thing that the admins need to get better at doing is making abilities for mining. Because these are all shit. They're so bad. Like having to kill things, like killing things and mining things are hard to do at once. It's very hard to make use, like to kill something and then mine after it. It's a lot nicer if it flows together if you're just mining. But like the mine shafts kind of do well in that front. Like if they had some bonus to killing the mobs in the glaciate mine shafts and that gave you some mining bonus, that could work in combining a combat to mining type thing there. If they really want to combine combat and mining, which I really don't know why they're doing that, but fine. Um, but that could work. I don't like gemstone snap as an ability. It just seems rather odd. It's all about just killing shit, which to be fair, it's a gauntlet, it's a weapon, which makes more sense to be fair. Forge slots. Do they really want people to be forging all the time? How is mining now? I mean, mining hasn't changed yet, obviously, but the alpha changes from what I haven't even gone that far, and I'm almost disagreeing with all of it. It's literally the gauntlet just so far. But I think that's the gauntlet. Well, those are my opinions on the gauntlet changes for now. What commemorative statue should I build on my island when I quit? I don't know. A statue of yourself. Um, I mean, the changes haven't come out. Don't quit yet. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to quit when the changes come out. I'm joking. But yeah, I need to go through all the changes before we can say like fucking D-Day is happening. Although I kind of already know it's happening from what I've heard. Whether they do cash. Well, I'm going through it, 787 Enjoy. I'm going through all the changes. Sold a mining gear a few days ago. I'm thinking if that was good or bad. I don't sell stuff in general for like gear and things. Although then again, if it was mining for this update comes out soon, then maybe it was a good idea. Maybe. Update note seek. Sorry, update notes recurve skyblock nerds trying to overcomplicate one of the only decent skills, to be honest. I I don't see that. I just disagree. Well, no, I agree with their point in principle of they don't want Gauntlet to just be your single solution for mining from 15 million coins of drill value to 655, which is, second best. But I don't like the way they went about making Gauntlet not as over centralizing. Um, Anyways, crystal nucleus RNG meter. I don't think there's really much in here that I care about. I don't really do crystal nucleus. And I don't think there's really much bad in here either. People knew that an RNG meter was coming for crystal nucleus, so this just details how it will work. Pure ores. We have renamed the Dwarven ores such as Dwarven Gold into pure ores. Their functionality remains unchanged. In addition to this, we have added pure variants of all remaining vanilla ores. This includes them lot. These can now all be found in the Royal Mines zone of the Dwarven Mines. I see, so the block variants as opposed to, the actual ores. It should be much easier to collect a large amount of these resources. I think that's good. It's much better to have good sources of those ores because it was either Mines of Divan or or what else really. It's good to have those sources of ores. Mining spread. This stat is your chance to mine an additional non-gemstone block. Stacking over 100 mining spread guarantees you'll mine an additional block. So from what it seems like, mining spread doesn't matter until you have that threshold and starts working towards the next block, similar to fortune stats. Is it like a chance to break the next block then? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Essentially, mining spread is just efficient miner, but as a stat now, which is cool. Um, it's kind of nice. Pretty good. What should more mid players do right now before update? Before this update? Uh, well, I think middle game players, this doesn't really change. Well, it makes it. How do I describe it? It's probably good for mid game players, but that's not a good thing in general. Just because it's good for like the middle part of it, eventually you move on from the middle part of it to the end part of it. And if the end part of it suffers much more than the mid gains, then it's not an overall good update, I think. Anyway, gemstone spread is essentially mining spread. I don't know why they would. Oh, the stat is compatible with pristine. That's very powerful then. Four new sub fortunes. So there's I like how there's a fortune for each thing now. There's a fortune for each ore, which is very funny. Hypixel making me want to say naughty words, says Schultz. I think Schultz thinking of a few words. I'm thinking fuck, shit, cunt, balls. He's thinking of all of them, man. Like, actually, at this point, just give up, go outside and connect with nature. I'll have you know, I went doing golf today. I did not sit at my computer all day today. Tomorrow, that's what I'll do. I'll sit on my computer tomorrow, like I usually do. Makash Little spoilers, but efficient miner gives mining spread, which doesn't work for gems. So commissions are 50% the XP now. So you can't efficient mine gems. This is not good. Not good at all. Rip the homie. Uh, Let me just go through these changes first. Let's go through the changes. The heat changes I've already read through. These aren't particularly big. Actually, hold on. Let's read the designer notes for this section. Yes, this means that blocks like red sand and mycelium are now directly affected by mining fortune. We anticipate changes to costs and recipes will happen, but we want to see how things turn out first. They're going to need to do that a lot because obviously once you start giving mining fortune to a thing, it increases its supply by a lot. So, they do need to do that. These changes make it so that on average heat will build up slower and disperse faster. So basically they're making heat a lot less of a thing. You gain heat at a tenth the rate and you lose heat twice as fast, which are the more important things out of those ones. Um, the reason for this change is this is to compensate for additional changes in the thread, including the removal of heat immunity mechanic from the bal pet. That is a shit change as well. Why? I bet the changes to the bal pet are going to be like some supreme, just not good fucking bullshit, man. We'll get to that when they talk about it, though. We'll get to that when they talk about it. How long is oh my fucking god, this is gonna take me the entire stream. This entire stream isn't a mining stream. It is a reading through mining changes stream. And you know what? I'm fine with that. While that I'm playing golf soon, don't tell me you're a tennis king too. I have not played tennis in a while. Makash not gonna be happy about the mining speed boost. I'm not happy about it. I know that it's been nerfed quite a bit. Anyway, here's the actual stuff, boys. Here's the meat and bones of the actual out of the alpha changes. Um, so designers note with the release of Glazelight Tunnels update, there is now 10 tiers of Heart of Mountain. Now that we have a better idea of what works and what doesn't. Who wants to tell them, chat? Chat. Who wants to tell them? Chat. Anyone in chat? Any volunteers that want to tell them? Anyway, we are. I like. I don't want to be too mean. I don't know. I just find it funny. I find it funny. We are taking the time to overhaul the entirety of the tree to increase the diversity in builds players can spec into. I think, actually, to be fair, there weren't that many builds. From I mean, from what I do, there isn't really much of a reason to get any other perks. Um, the problem with increasing build diversity, actually, if they, okay, by the way, if they are wanting us to have more Heart and Mountain trees for specific methods, and in theory, there's going to be a lot less methods with this update. If they want us to have more Heart and Mountain, uh, fuck, my brain just died there. If they want us to have more tree, what was the word that I just fucking used? If they want us to have more tree variation, there we go. Then they should add presets. Can we make that trade offer? More diversity in trees for tree presets, please. I mean, that would make sense if it would make sense. More trees, more presets, please. But anyways, Mithril Powder is Heart of Mountain 1 to 3, Gemstone is 4 to 7, and Glaciite is 8 to 10, just like usual. This is one of the many changes being made in conjunction with new Crystal Hollow's Heart of Mountain 4 requirement. This puts the Heart of Mountain directly in line with when you unlock the... Yeah, so it's basically more fluid. Waiting for the Makash fishing stream. I mean, if they removed mining from the game, which they have almost done with this update, I'm joking. I like to be a little bit more exaggerated. Come on, man, it's more fun. But you know, they could remove mining. I'm not going into fishing. Perks are listed in order from left to right on the tree. Tier 1's no changes, so you're still getting mining speed as your first tier. Tier 2, first lot mining speed boost pickaxe ability. Boys, it's done. It's Jova. They've killed mining speed boost. At least they haven't made it additive. It's still, well, from at least this, we can infer that it's still multiplicative. If they made it additive, it probably wouldn't change anything because it would need to be added to something else. So it'd probably be that. Anyway, regardless, this is sad and a bad change. But let's see their reason for why they're doing this, okay? So mining speed was far and away the best ability. This change paired with bust to the other pickaxe abilities should make it more level playing field. So from the designer's note, this is more to balance it compared to the other abilities than mining speed boost being a problem in itself. In mining speed boost, being basically, they want to like make all the abilities similar power. And I, to be honest, would have preferred if they kept mining speed boost as is, but then buffed the other mining abilities, because it's more that the other mining abilities are not good than mining speed boost being too good. Although, to be fair, mining speed boost is pretty good. Although I think they should, if they're gonna nerf it, don't nerf 3 that much. Like 200 to 150 is not that bad. 300 to 200 is significant. 400 to 250, that's big, man. That's big. Um, at least it's still, in theory, going to provide a big bonus. I think they should not have it go from 400 to 250 there. Because you want to have mining speed boost be good enough so that you can still instant mine stuff. Because having instant mine stuff is quite helpful for methods of mining. Anyway, precision mining. Precision mining in before this update, precision mining was not really used at all. But that's more because, and here's my reasoning as a top whatever miner. The reason I wouldn't use precision mining is more that you'd break the block before you could actually get any benefit out of precision mining. Now, does the change here actually change that? Can now be upgraded 20 levels, 5% per level, same costs, scaling as Great Explorer. From the sounds of it, nothing has changed, and the problems with precision mining are still there. Use precision miner for Umber and Tungsten. See, that's fair enough. Umber and Tungsten are somewhat slow enough to where you might actually get some benefit out of it. But it's iffy. Precision miner was met for glacial tunnels, admin's just tweaking. Damn. Damn, man. Anyway, third slot mining fortune, so they're nerfing mining fortune. This is so sad. We've given this mining fortune in new places. I don't think they have. What is this? Tier 2 mining fortune. So it's going from 5. Hold on a minute. I can't see my mouse. I don't need the mouse so I can do F. So it's going from 250 to 100, right? So 250 to 100. So they're taking 150 fortune from us there. So hopefully in the rest of this page we can get 150 more fortune. That would be nice. But there you go. Precision mining is very ping related. That is a pain for us. Hopefully EU servers. That'd be great. Is there enough mining speed in the update to get insta-stun to still be possible? I do not know what amount of mining speed you need for that. Although, if you needed mining speed boost for that, then it's not looking good. Because I highly doubt you'd still be able to get the same mining speed boost as the peak mining speed boost. I don't know whether it's base that you need. Doesn't just buff 99% of things because of tick speeds. Yeah. Rename the Glacial Lake to the Great Glacial Lake. Anyway, so not possible for 33,000 mining speed boost. Yeah, mining speed boost got heavily nerfed, so if you're looking for peak mining speed, then you're most likely going to be nerfed quite significantly. Like, going from, I think that will end up as a 5 times boost to a almost 3 times boost. It's quite a significant change. It's fine, I guess time to retire Kudra. Time to Slayer and Dungeon. Honestly, I'm looking at Blaze. Maybe I'll finally get Blaze 9 chat. Maybe these are the changes that needed to happen for me to get Blaze 9. Is a billion gold possible? Of course it's possible. Anything's possible. I mean, if these changes go through, I will go through all of these changes and see if there's anything that I can do. Well, I mean, I will max out these changes, right? All the changes that they implement to the game, I will try my best to mining max, okay? I'm working for you lot here. The miners of the chat. The mining enjoyers. I will I'll provide most efficient trees and stuff. Although you'll get that from mining cult anyway, like pretty much many people in the guild and Discord are going to be doing that anyway. That's what the what's of the channel, hey? Oh, yeah. The mining enjoyers, all right? The mining enjoyers. That's a much safer way of saying it, I think. Titanium Sanium is just moving positions in the tree, I think, but its functionality is unchanged. Picobulus. So they're changing Picobulus to not increase its radius, but they're going to decrease the cooldown with each level. Which is an interesting change. However, I've also heard that they're not going to allow you to switch abilities. That's just something I've heard, though. But they're not going to allow you to switch abilities. I haven't read that so far. Does anyone know if that comes up or when that comes up in these change logs? Reduce the cost of tier 10, 11, and 12 Hearthstone minions. Decrease the number of kills. Yeah. That he has to redeem his complaining abilities. I'll go. I think once I'm done reading it, I'll go through it and compile a list of the bad and the good. And then the agreeable bad and the agreeable good. Actually, if it's good, we don't care whether we agree with it or not, because, well, we agree with it because it's good, obviously. But the bad stuff, in the sense of like, oh, bad in theory, the gauntlet stuff. Like, I don't like the way that they're doing gauntlet, but if their goal was, as is stated, I think they could take a different approach, and that's what you can say. You can say like, oh, can we possibly not kill gauntlet and just, make it more expensive and put some other stuff in between gauntlet and your first pickaxe. But either way, it's true you can't swap ability. Do you know where that comes up in the article? Gemstone Gauntlet? Yes. Is mining cooked? Yep, it's over. It's so over. Very, very much so over. Anyway, really like the idea of some pickaxe abilities being more frequent in usage than others. I agree. That is a pretty cool thing. It would be a bit sad if they were all the same frequency. Give me a link to the patch notes. Alright, link is going in YouTube chat, boys. It's going in YouTube chat. You can see the changes for yourselves. But what else? What was I cooking? What am I cooking, chat? If this turns out not to be enough. So they're going to balance it. Although I don't know whether that balancing is going to end up with Picobus being better or worse than it is right now. But that's something we'll find out when they change it. New ultimate enchantment gives 600 more mining speed after you break 200 blocks, so instant mine may be possible with gold. I need to go. I haven't finished the article, man. There's so much to go in here, but I'm giving my opinions at each stage as opposed to reading through all of it at once and then saying about opinions. Although I will obviously go back to stuff like I already have been doing. Anyway, tier 3, Luck of the Cave functionality unchanged, Efficient Miner functionality unchanged, but it's going to give mining spread, which is something we covered earlier. Quick Forge. Change the cost scaling to be identical with Great Explorer. Other than that, it seems like functionality unchanged. Sky Mall, functionality unchanged, description was just outdated. Rephrase descriptions that it means all mining islands other than dwarven mines. The problem is with saying description was outdated is that's not how that works though. Because Sky Mall doesn't work in the Crystal Hollows. Unless they've changed that recently. But Sky Mall doesn't work in the Crystal Hollows. Unless they mean all mining islands other than the Crystal Hollows. Old School. New perk. Gives 5 ore fortune per level. Unless that's just the name of the thing. But that is supposed to be fortunate, I think. That or it is just a new perk and I'm being stupid. That's right. I said the word stupid in it. Buy a divan drill when they drop or not. We'll see. By the way, the ultimate enchantment isn't listed in the patch notes, it's just on alpha. Oh, I see. So it gives 600 mining speed after you break 200 blocks. That's a bit strange. Is it like a stacking enchantment then? So you just break those 200 blocks and you have a permanent 600 mining speed boost? In my opinion, the changes are more or less fine. I'm not really sure because there's so many panic sellers right now that there's going to be less gemstones on the market and the prices are going to skyrocket. Well, there's a lot of changes. To say that they're all bad is, they're not all bad. I haven't even gotten through any of them yet. I need to go through more of them. But I also want to read chat, but then chat's giving their opinions on stuff that I haven't covered yet. So it's actually a bit of a pain. You can now open umber and tungsten corpses without holding the item directly. It consumes it from the inventory. That's quite nice. Anyway, let's go through this more quickly. Quicker even. Functionality unchanged. Fuck. No. This is... shit. No, it's so over. I've lost my place, chat. No. It's done for. It's so over. Where was I? I'm blind. Okay. Functionality unchanged for mole and professional. Gem lover renamed from fortunate. Functionality unchanged. Fixed cost scaling. I don't know whether that ends up with it being cheaper or more expensive. Functionality unchanged. Front loaded. Okay, change, boys. We have a change. Let's go 900th in alpha queue. I'm not going on alpha. It would take me all day to get through that queue, so I don't think I will. I won't even try. But anyways, now so for the first 2,500 gemstones you mine each day, you're going to get triple gemstone powder and 150 more gemstone fortune and 250 speed. I don't think that really changes. I mean, that's really good for powder, but that's only for mining it. So you really want to stack that with base powder increases. You want to like just try and get as like if you're going to go for that, you want to make sure that you have all the other boosts with that. And that triple will help with all those other boosts. So basically, that triple is quite good when you combine it with everything else. But the thing is with it being on the first 2,500 gemstones is that you just need to do a simple calculation of you do those 2,500 gemstones, what are the base rates or what you're getting right now at least, then you apply those changes and see how much extra you're getting, and then you can see how much extra you're getting per day. It's not really fundamentally much different, although maybe you're getting a lot more powder. Although actually, I think that is a lot more fortune and speed than you got previously, so it seems like a significant buff to front-loaded, I think. So, fair enough. I mean, no one really used front-loaded anyway. I mean, the only time they used front-loaded was when it was bugged to always work, and, it didn't drop after 2,500 uses. Wait, this change is crazy. Reduce the cost of... Yeah. Okay. So, Tier 5, Daily Grind. No longer upgraded, gives 500 powder multiplied by your heart and mountain level. I don't know if that really changes much. It's pretty much the exact same thing. For your insanity, don't read the other section below Tier 10. I'm going to read everything, man. I'm going to read the entire thing. That's why this stream is going to be... It's going to be a 2-hour stream of me just fucking reading mining changes. My favorite chat. You're gonna hear all my wonderful mining opinions as a frequent miner. As a miner, I mine a lot, man. Anyway, core of the mountain. So they're renaming the peak of the mountain the core of the mountain. Makes sense, to be fair, because it's no longer the peak. It's, in the middle. I hope they rework these things. How are the divans alloys useful? Yeah. Did they fix drills with ping at least? We've had no indication of that so far in the article. Is it an article? What do you call it? Ah, well. It's a post, isn't it? Forum post. Remove the +1 forge slot. I feel like forge slot. Whenever they talk about the forge, I'm just never really interested because it's like you only, well, at least for me, because there's two ways that you generally use the forge, in my opinion. You either just are using it to craft the thing that you want to max out, like the divan drill, or you're flipping. So I don't know whether they just want to make it so flippers get more, or they want you to take your ores that you've mined and put it in the forge. I'm not doing that. You can't make me. I'm not doing it. I'm selling it on the bazaar. Move the +1 ability to the second upgrade. So that doesn't really change much as opposed to you just get it later. As you will see soon, we are trying to... Hold on a second. As you will see soon, we are tying... Can he read? We are tying your available forge slots to your Hearth and Mountain level. This change was made in conjunction with that, which means you'll have a maximum of 7 forge slots. Personally, to me, forge doesn't really matter. So any forge changes they make, I don't really care too much about. But for forge enjoyers, that's probably a good thing. So anyway, daily powder no longer upgraded, just gives 500. Did they not? Hold on. Heh? Daily grind and daily powder, the same thing. Whatever. Anyway, we got tier 6. We're getting to the good stuff. We're getting to the... Well, what I would hope is that the higher tiers, because this is not something that happened with the previous tree. In general, the earlier stuff was actually the better stuff, but the later stuff didn't really hold up as much. So maybe what they'll do with the tree changes is they'll make it so the later stuff has better rewards. But anyway, we have our first new pickaxe ability, chat. Anomalous Desire. Pickaxe ability. Increases the chances of certain events happening while active. Golden Goblins, Fallen Stars, Powder Gas, Worms, and Glacial Mineshafts. And then, chances and cooldowns. Chat. The admins are incapable of making a good mining ability. Past the first two that they introduced into the game. They're incapable. This is shit. It's so bad. I don't see it being good. I really don't. It just doesn't look good. What are we feeling, chat? What are your opinions on that ability? It doesn't look good. It really doesn't. The Glacial Mineshafts are the big thing, though. You'll get more Glacial Mineshafts. The problem is, in me doing commissions, I don't think mineshafts are even that much of a problem anymore. I don't really need much more mineshafts from what I'm doing. Although maybe they want you to be in a mineshaft consistently, all the time. If you're mining in a mineshaft, you're getting more rates. That's probably what they want you to be doing. Maybe. Is that the goal? Probably. Second slot is Blockhead. Grants 5 block fortune per level. Is that general fortune? I'm not sure what block fortune is. Because it seems a bit weird to call general fortune, yes. General fortune, block fortune. Third slot, Subterranean Fisher. I'm sorry, what the fuck are you doing putting fishing in my mine? Fucking fishing, get out! Fishers, fuck off! I don't want fishing in my mine. Why? Why? I mean, it's taking Lonesome Miner. Lonesome Miner gave combat stats, and at least combat stats, if they're gonna have mining, or if they're gonna have combat in mining, then maybe the combat stats are helpful. But fishing in your... Why? Why are you infesting fucking Mining. It's the mining skill tree, goddammit. Why are you putting fishing in there? You fucking look. Okay, my rage aside, I don't like that change. I'd rather combat stats. Genuinely, I'd rather combat stats than fishing stats. I'm pissed. I'm triggered. I will I will specifically avoid that. What accent do you have? Any accent, literally anyone, but probably British. It's expected when they have that pet which gives more stats in glazed like tunnels. Nah, I can't. I can't, man. I actually can't. Grants plus 0.4 heat resistance per level. Okay. What does that replace though? That's the thing I'm concerned about. What is that replacing? Lonesome miner functionality unchanged. Wait, hold on a minute. So you're not replacing Lonesome Miner. What are you replacing? What are you replacing with a fishing perk? Why is there a fishing perk in the mining tree? Yeah, that's pissing me off, man. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Why is there fishing in my mining? No. I swear no other like is there mining and fishing? I don't think there's like a mining perk in your fishing. Functionality unchanged for Great Explorer, Maniac Miner. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Grants breaking power and stacking the amount of mining fortune per block broken for the duration of the ability. Well, how long is the duration? It's 20 seconds at max. Why? What's this separate mining fortune here, though? Unless this is the amount per block broken. So is it 15 mining fortune per block broken for 20 seconds? Honestly, that's could be good. Maybe. Maybe. That actually could be good. I you need to test that, but that actually might be good. The admins might have actually done well there. The admins might have actually made a good mining perk. Is this on alpha? This is alpha. Gotta read the bell nerf. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure the bell nerf is just a universal L. It's just not something we want. No one wants it, man. No one wants the bell nerf. They they may say it's required, but I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. I've never seen a worse update in my life be I mean, I don't know, how the changes so far they aren't that bad, but I'm also only like what is that? I'm nowhere near into the bad stuff yet. I'm in the good stuff so far. Well, most some good stuff. Anyways, we have tier 7 perk, Speedy Mine Man renamed from Mining Speed 2, functionality unchanged. I don't know why they're just renaming stuff, but fair enough. Functionality unchanged. So that, yeah, they're reducing Fortunate Mine Man? Oh, from Mining Fortune 2. So they're also they're taking, how much is that? I'm being a bit stupid here. I don't know how many levels of Mining Fortune 2. Okay, it is 50. So you are losing 100 fortune there. So another 100 fortune is gone, chat. Another 100 fortune is gone. This is very sad. Anyways, tier 8, we have Miner's Blessing, grants 30 magic find on mining islands. That's, I'm sorry, but that's just not a mining, that's just not a mining stat. That is just not a mining perk. That is just not anything related to mining. Why are they doing this? Why are they... It's a mining tree. It's a mining skill tree. You need to put mining in the mining skill tree. Why are you putting not mining stuff in the... I'm hoping that if the... Does foraging update have a foraging tree? Because I think it does. The foraging tree should have some mining stuff at this rate. The foraging tree should have uh ori roots and gives fucking 100 mining fortune for each 1,000 oak log collected or something. That's what I'm hoping. Because if I'm getting 30 magic fine from my mining tree, then come on, man. Please. Keep it to mining, please. Foraging tree can have fishing perks too. I wouldn't be surprised. Fishing just works its way into everything. There's not like... Is there a dedicated fishing area? Is there a fishing island? Am I being stupid? Because it seems to just like work its way into everything. That's just kind of what fishing is. It's just it's in your Crimson Isles, it's in your mining island, it's just everywhere, man. Like maybe fishing doesn't get its own update. It just gets an update in every update. It's kind of funny. I don't get that, man. Fishing's weird. Although then again, mining does get some changes in non-mining related updates sometimes. That is very much a common thing. But functionality unchanged for no stone unturned. And strong arm. Wait, no. Now affects all dwarven metals, not just umber and tungsten. So I'm assuming that's titanium. And what else? The only place fishing isn't in is the rift. Damn. The rift has escaped the clutches of fishing. So steady hand grants a 1% per level chance in glaciite mine shafts to get gemstone spread when mining a block. So that's effectively a bit like Maniac Miner. But not as an ability, as just a general perk. Which is okay. See, what I'm a little bit concerned of is what are these replacing? Because they haven't said in most cases. I'd need to look at the tree in general. Because obviously, you know, they're going to be replacing some perks to fit these in. Maybe they'll have a long, like, oh, we've removed these perks at the end. But it doesn't look like it. Mod still protected now. Gemstone spread works with pristine. Yeah, that is true. That's pretty big then. Surveyor moved from the first slot of Heart of Mountain 9 to here. Functionality unchanged. So, oh, they're buffing Cold-Hearted. That's nice. Sure. And then that functionality is unchanged from Mineshaft Mayhem. Metalhead. 5 Dwarven Fortune per level. Same cost as Fortunate. Okay. Normal slot. Normal perk. Rags to Riches moved from thingy 2 to 4 Mining Fortune per level. Okay, so it's like another Mining Fortune perk? Okay. Unless it's only in mine shafts? Anyways, gemstone infusion functionality unchanged. I feel like they left it unchanged because they nerfed all the other abilities and now they're all in line with that one's power. Crystalline is increases your chance to find a gemstone mine shaft with a crystal in it. That's not really great for mining methods. But it is good for getting a crystal, which I don't know. That just reduces the cost of perfects, basically. Or gives you more perfects, therefore increasing or decreasing the price of them. Anyways, gifts from the departed, functionality unchanged. Mining master grants pristine. Interesting. So we have a pristine perk now. Dead Man's Chest, functionality unchanged. Vanguard Seeker. Okay. Sheer Force, 100 mining speed. Oh, okay. New ability. Grants 100 mining speed for a duration. What? I'm sorry, what? Huh? Am I reading that wrong, or is that the worst ability that they've ever had? No, no, hold on. Maniac Miner was worse. Wait. Oh, I just can't read. See, that's the problem, chat. I can't read. 100 mining spread. Okay. I mean, yeah, fair enough. That's something. But the thing is, you can't switch abilities now, which is sad. Reset every player's Hearth and Mountain trees. Added a warning for when you mine with unspent Hearth and Mountain tokens. Okay. Disabled Hearth and Mountain perks will now appear as redstone dust. That's a really good change because sometimes it can be quite like sometimes you won't have an ability active because you've accidentally disabled it and you wouldn't have known because yes, unless you go on to it and look at it. You can no longer switch to a different pickaxe ability while you have one currently active or on cooldown. Or on cooldown. So basically, I mean, they could have just like active or on cooldown essentially means like that's an that statement, logically speaking, just means you can't have more than one pickaxe ability. I don't know why they didn't just say you can't have more than one pickaxe ability now, because you can't use another one if it's active on. Oh, no, you can use it. No, wait, no, no, wait, hold on. You can use it, but then you have to wait for the cooldown to end, and then you can switch to another mining ability. That's how that works, and that's not good. That is not good, Brev. I definitely don't like that change. You have to wait for the entire cooldown. That actually sucks. That's so bad. And now they've got an entire section on the forge, and I don't care. I really don't care. It's all forge stuff. It's just you eventually will get maxed out from the forge, or you're going to be forge flipping. Unless they change the forge for something. Recipe changes, balancing cost changes, bandaged mithril pickaxe is free? No way. Actually free. Is a something I really care about too much. Mining reforged stone overhauling. This is one of the places we are giving mining fortune back. Reforged stones for mining tools are being entirely reworked, but also buffed significantly. The goal of this is to make sure each of them have a place at some point in the game. So it seems like mining reforges are getting a big buff, which is fair enough because they weren't particularly good. I mean, Onyx gave 3. So Onyx gave 3 fortune. That was your start into reforges was 3 fortune. And also the base ones that actually gave more than that one that you would buy the Onyx thingy for. My guess is people will quickly find a way to insta-mine speed on MOD Gold with new ultimate enchantment, etc. That along with spread will completely break things. The spread is a buff, but then but then there's a lot of fortune nerfs. Um, anyways, amber material. Amber material. I've been awake for too long to know what BIS is. Chat, can you just tell me what BIS is? Because my brain is not up to it at the moment. I really do need to go to sleep, but that's fine. I won't be streaming for much longer. Gold's dead. Rip. Best in slot. Okay. Amber material is intended to be the best in slot reforged stone for mining speed, which makes sense that they generally do amber with mining speed. It will give you the best odds at surpassing a tick threshold. First admin. Well, actually, it's not admin, is it? It's nerds, isn't it? Although I think it was posted by an admin. Admins, uh, admins acknowledging that tick thresholds exist. Not to say that they denied they exist, but I don't know. Tick thresholds are cool. Compared to all other reforged stones, they cost no mining fortune whatsoever. So yeah, it's the mining speed reforged stone. But what does it give you? So it gives you a flat mining speed, but it also gives you this ambered bonus. How does that bonus work? Does that give you a bonus to you, your drill? How does that bonus work? As an added bonus, you'll mine up golden goblins more frequently. Okay, it doesn't say in the designer's note, I don't think. What is the ambered bonus? Is that to the drill? Is that to you? Because depending on what that means, that's either incredibly good or incredibly mid. I don't know if update is going to be good or bad. I'm just going to fiche and hope they don't hurt that. Fair. Literally doesn't matter. There are other sources of fortune. Battle barely affects it in comparison to gems. Only one stat compared to three with gems. Block spread will be absolutely absurd due to cooldown. There is a lot that you get from the spread. Cold is not dead. You're being silly. I would trust Cookie. But do you know, Cookie, what the ambered bonus is? Does anyone in chat know what the ambered bonus is? But anyway, we have andesite whetstone renamed from refined amber, which used to be the mining wisdom one. Oh fuck yeah, I get a buff to my mining wisdom. Hell yeah. And then we get a 0.3 refined bonus. Oh, I'm dumb. Never mind, never mind, never mind. I just realized like, oh, that's the bonus. Oh, ambered is the goblin chance. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, chat. This is what lack of sleep does. The andesite whetstone seems like a buff to what was once the refined amber reforge, which is nice, but um, I've heard changes that make XP grinding worse, which is a big concern for me. But let's just continue on. Grants percentage chance to drop the enchanted item when mining a block. Pretty much the same thing as it was. Although, I don't know whether that's nerfed or not. 0.3. I think that's buffed, actually. Black Diamond is still maintaining its spot as an early game reforged stone. Wait, that existed? Is this supposed to be Onyx? I think that's supposed to be the Onyx. 10 wisdom for a find. Hell yeah, man. Grants a defense bonus when on mining items. That is very early game. That is very, very early game coded. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Grants mining spread. Nah, this is one of the best reforged stones. What the fuck? That's insane. 150 mining spread. Mining spread is insane. Like, mining spread is a big fucking deal. And they're giving out 150. That's ridiculous. XP is literally half the rates, but we'll test tomorrow. But Diamondite looks fucking ridiculously good. Dwarven Geode. Nice mix, but wait, hold on. What was the thing about Diamondite then? Blocks affected by mining fortune. I mean, blocks in general, like, if you're mining more blocks per break, that's just good for speed. Dynamite just seems best in slot for speed and fortune. Dwarven Geode. Nice mix between mining speed and fortune. And it gives 1% more mining fortune. That's big, depending on what that 1% is. Is that 1% of your entire player? Although, you know, that's 1% of like max 2,500 fortune is what we have right now, roughly. I think. Maybe more. I don't know how much fortune I have, but um what is even my fortune? My fortune now is 2,100. Okay, never mind. So 1% of that is like 20 something fortune. So actually it's not that big of a thing, even if it's like your entire profile. Frigid Husk is supposed to be the best reforged stone for mining fortune, but only when you're accumulating cold. So that's your, if you're cold, you get more mining fortune, reforged stone. Lapis is for getting XP as usual, but vanilla XP, of course. Petrified Starfall is for the Fallen Star bonus, like usual. Pure Mithril is that Mithraic bonus, which gives you mining fortune on Mithril and Titanium. And then Scorched Topaz gives a heated bonus, which is mining. Okay, so that's basically a buff when you're hot. Um, those generally don't work out too well. This update is terrible. I haven't got to the terrible stuff yet, I'm assuming. Because here's the terrible part. Pet overhaul. This is going to be scary. Armadillo pet. Rolling minor perk now scales with rarity. Hold on a minute. What was that rolling minor perk? Because I forgot. Rolling minor, 30 every 30 seconds, your next gemstone mine gives you double the drops. So that now scales with rarity. Okay, that doesn't mean anything. It's just going to be MOD Gold Simulator is my guess. Literally all the buffs are towards block spread plus more unnecessary nerfs to gems. As other speed sources, lol, you won't be using Bal. It was the shit one. Useless, doesn't work with Pristine. It's a pointless change. Yeah, Bal is used for gold. Bal gives no mining speed. I don't think instant mine gold will be possible with leg nerf. I'm gonna quit Skyblock Simulator syntax, man. Here's the big one, Bal. I haven't used Bal in ages anyway, but it's sad to see my boy go. It's sad to see him go. Now a mining pet replaced base strength and frosty with heat resistance and mining fortune. Fair enough. Reworked all perks. Okay. If you're going to rework the perks, put them fucking there, man. Put them there. Killing mobs. Wait, shit. Hold on. Are these all the new perks now? Reduces cooldowns on pickaxe abilities. Grants pristine in the. Oh yeah, these are the new perks. Grants pristine while in the magma fields. That doesn't make up for what it used to do. It's just shit. It's so shit. I do despise that. That literally isn't bad. It's so sad. The the lack of the 15% bonus. It sucks, man. It sucks. It sucks to see the 15% bonus go. Killing mobs in the magma fields decreases heat. That might. I hate how they just add in killing mobs into everything. It's like, oh yes, take a break from your mining and kill mobs. What if I wanted to just mine? What if I didn't want to kill things? What if I just wanted to break blocks? Anyway, reduces cooldowns on pickaxe abilities. I don't know how much that is by, but that's not that bad. That it could have been worse, to be fair. Bal isn't that bad. You are right. Like those three perks are quite decent. It's just really sad to see that 15% go. I hate to see that. Valpet is worse for gemstones now. It literally already gives around 3 pristine now. just with no fortune spread. Yeah. The reduced pickaxe abilities is nice, but the problem is they've nerfed pickaxe abilities in general. So, well, hmm. It makes me wonder whether like that would be good with gemstone infusion or something. Maybe Balpet gemstone infusion is a good combination. But anyways, Goblin Pet. Replace speed and crit chance with Ore Fortune. Fuck yeah. Give me more mining stats. Mining spread, they really are. They are going in with the mining spread, aren't they? They're just fucking. They find a new stat and then they just give it out in random places, which is a good idea when you make a new stat. To be fair, but you can see the mining spread in this whole thing. Mithril Golem Pet is added base mining fortune. Mithril affinity perk now scales with rarity. Smell of powder also scales with rarity. All mithril powder gained. That's very good. That's a good change. That makes it a lot better. You would use then the mithril golem pet for powder grinding in the crystal hollows, which is actually quite a significant buff to powder rates, right? Old Bal gives 50% stats, but actually slightly less because speed doesn't matter during mining speed on gems. Assuming that the cooldown reduction is good and heated is viable to use, it's similar, likely to be similar to Magmafield's buffs for gems. Yeah, the downtime on killing mobs for retaining that heat immunity is something that will be very annoying to deal with. Crystal Hollow's chests don't give mithril powder anymore. Did I go past that change already, or have I not gotten to that? Because there's so many changes. People are like, oh yeah, this new thing is now, this fundamental part of the game is no longer a thing. And it's like, I haven't even got to that yet. Don't have to do that. There are the heat management methods. Okay. Well, Mole Pet doubled base mining speed. Very cool. Buffs the drop rates of automaton parts, and that is pretty much it. Heat resistance exists now, plus Divan Armor. Oh, Divan Armor has heat resistance. That's cool. Tungsten keychain. Oh yeah, I forgot the tungsten keychain exists. I don't know what will be viable. They clearly put some thought into it. All right. Scathapet replaced base defense with mining fortune, so in theory it has base fortune. From the sounds of it, it seems like more mining pets are getting more mining stats, which is nice because then we can put more Minos relics on pets now, on mining pets, which I like to do because I don't like money, clearly. But anyways, where was I? Scatha removed grounded perk because it's now part of the base stats. That's just based. Burrowing now scales with rarity, reworked wormhole. So if they remove the grounded perk, did they not replace that perk with a different perk, or is Scathapet just remove it, getting one less perk now? I'm assuming that's what happened. Because Scatha I think just had one more perk than other pets in general when they added the powder buff to it. So they're probably bringing it, maybe not intentionally, but they're bringing it in line with the other legendary pets by taking away the grounded perk. Honestly, okay with the WoW changes. The cooldown reduction is cool. Just worried about the Mines of Living Gold being unbelievably broken with block spread working on it. I mean, I guess we'll have to. I mean, the annoying thing is Alpha. I have a feeling Alpha is just not going to be playable for ages, and I'm gonna have to try and find some time to, test mining stuff because this just fundamentally changes so much about mining. This entire update. Replaced base health with mining fortune. Fuck yeah, finally. Some mining fortune on my mining pet. Replaced true defense perk with magnetic, which grants more EXP from mining. I'm assuming that's just vanilla XP, which uh, is great. I really wanted that. Swap dexterity with mining wisdom boost. I'm assuming that's just a name change. Goddamn, I can't see my mouse, which is really fucking annoying. Where is Silverfish? Oh boy, we lagging. Dexterity is the haste thing. So if they replace dexterity with something good, then that's good. Dexterity now gives mining speed in addition to haste. So they've given Silverfish some mining speed and fortune, which is nice. And they haven't changed how much wisdom it gives, which is also quite nice. Been queuing for a while, I'm only on 650. Well, keep going, soldier. You're gonna probably be in that queue for the rest of the morning if you're gonna be up for that long, but there you go. Let's see. Wait, I have 2 spare minus relic, I think, because of stupid Diana luck. Got 3 relic and 1 chimera last one. Nice. Sure, there's a meta relic pet. I mean, I'm going to be putting relics on a bunch more mining pets now, it seems. So, Snail. Base defense, Red Sand Enjoyer, now scales with rarity, rename slow moving. So, renames and scaling with rarity is a big thing. Replace slow but efficient perk with Slimy Reach, which grants mining spread on blocks. Okay, which one was slow but efficient? Slow but efficient. Oh, that's the utility abilities thing. And it gives mining spread on blocks. So we're getting another mining stuff, or we're getting more mining stuff out of the mining pet, so fuck yeah. Imagine being British. I can imagine. It's actually kind of based. What do you think about the update right now? Me personally, I hate it a lot. I don't like the bell change. Makes me sad to see the 15% go. The mining speed boost change is also very cringe and not good. But I haven't gone through all of it yet. There's still a good amount. There's so fucking much. My God. Hold on. Mining tools. Okay, we'll ignore the early game stuff generally because we don't care. They gave it more. They gave Pick and Nimbus more braking power, less speed, and less uses, which isn't. It kind of just makes it more expensive just because you have to buy more of them now. Comms are nerfed. How are comms nerfed, Syntax Man? Tell me how comms are nerfed. As opposed to just saying comms are nerfed, comms are nerfed. Just say what it is. Like, oh, they gave comms now give less XP, or comms are harder to do because of uh, less fortune and speed and stuff like that. Which I think is what you said. But if it's just that, then it may not be the case. You may be wrong. But you may be able to get more mining speed and fortune than you think. Although, it depends. It also depends on whether they add in fortune and speed in the future, which is always a possibility. They can always do that. They can always add more fortune and speed because you know, stat inflation is always going to be a thing. But let's continue. So the drills are getting some buffs, as they said earlier in the thing. Mithril infused tank. Am I being stupid? Is this a buff or a nerf? Is it reducing the pickaxe ability cooldown or increasing it? I'm pretty sure that's reducing it. I'm like 90% sure. So with a perfectly cut fuel tank, you're getting a 10% pickaxe ability reduction, which a part of me thinks like if they're doing all that stuff with abilities and your mining speed boost refreshes more often because of all this stuff, would it essentially be making mining speed boost the same if you're getting the ability way more often? Even though you're getting less speed out of it. Especially if you get some stat inflation and we can get back to the speed that we once had, although I highly doubt it when mining speed goes from 400% to 250%. It's very sad. Don't care about XP and whatever max. I know, Steve, but I am very much in that caring category. I'm big caring. Also, there's speed boosts here. I think because there's less of a multiplier on mining speed boost, maybe they're more willing to give more speed out, you know, flat speed increases on things. That's what I'm thinking. No, the cooldown doesn't matter. It's the fact we can't insta-mine LB or gold or mithril anymore. Maybe. We'll have to see. Goblin omelet. 25% chance to not consume fuel. That is so much better. That is so much better. Although this removes my fuel generators. I no longer have fuel generators, chat. This is so sad. Oh shit, when this update drops, I can then justify selling a bunch of those drills. And in theory, the perfectly cut fuel tanks will be up in price because they got buffed. Or maybe they will be going down in price because people will see all this as a mining nerf. Rip copium drills. I'm thinking the copium drills are going to be making me money. And I might just sell them now. Because one of the things is I don't... When they put out posts like this, you can never really gauge sometimes. Okay, maybe... Sometimes it's really hard to gauge how set they are on certain changes. Because sometimes with certain changes, they're like, yes, we are absolutely doing this one. We are very confident you'll need to bring us some really good reasons to why we shouldn't do this change. Whereas other changes, they are much more, yeah, we weren't really too sure on that one. You know, if you have an opinion on it, we may change it on that. Sometimes it's quite hard to gauge. But either way, sunny side, fuel consumption is now quadrupled. Ouch. They didn't change blue omelette from what I can see, which is a good thing. Although then again, I'm not sure really how they would change it. It's a pretty simple omelette. It just gives you more stuff on all your things. Gives you more stuff on all your things. Perfect description. I think most of these won't go through. The forums are outraged. I don't know if forums outrage is the be all and end all of whether they'll do something or not. Although then again, you don't know. There's probably a good chance. I think what you really want, because if it's just I don't like the update, they're probably not going to stop the update entirely because you don't like the update, or because the forums don't like the update, or whatever it may be. What they would much prefer and much more respond to is we don't like this specific change, don't do this, of all things, don't do this. Then they'll more likely not do that. Same thing that happened with the Bell. it was a very specific thing to take the 15% off the barrel. And when they did that, obviously people will go like, no, don't do this. And then they can immediately go, all right, fine, we won't do that. Even though they have just done it now again, but whatever. What I've been told, efficient miner not working on gems is fake news. I mean, you can test that all once you're on alpha. We're going to need you to be doing a lot of testing, Schult, since you'll be on alpha before most of us. We need the mining cult testing squad on alpha right now. So on the armor front, we have prospecting armor. Miner's outfit. Ooh. So it gives mining speed, removes current stats and abilities. Full set bonus gives speed. Okay. So miner's outfit now just gives mining speed, which is quite nice. A new early game mining set. I like to see it. Lapis armor gives mining speed and mining fortune. You love to see it. Goblin armor gives more mining fortune per piece. Or, 16 overall. Hell yeah. Glaciite armor removed mining island defense bonus. Okay. I mean, the thing is with, like, combat stats and mining, you're never really that under threat when you're mining, which is a good thing, and they shouldn't change that. But it doesn't really matter how much EHP you have when you're mining. Outrage on the forum halted the Primal Dragon update. It did halt it, but it didn't stop it entirely. What stopped the Dragon update entirely was performance thingies. It was they said they stopped Primal Dragon because it wasn't performing well, and not performing as in like performing with public perception. It was uh you know what I mean, performance laggy, from what I remember, from what I saw on their post about it. I mean, forums being annoyed killed a lot of stuff like attributes, but something stupid like die update complaints because it kills net worth. Admins don't care. Yeah, I think it's probably not a good idea to say forums being outraged doesn't lead to anything. But I think it's much better if the forums are outraged about more specific things than the entire update being bad. Like if you direct your outrage towards more specific things, then you might get more results. Is I think the thing to take out of that. Flamebreaker armor. So we have more heat resistance on Flamebreaker armor. Yogg armor. Oh yeah, this just gave heat immunity. So what have they done with it? Now increments every 5 kills instead of 10. Oh, it gives heat resistance. I was looking for where's the heat resistance? Where is the lack of heat? So it gives 10 heat resistance as opposed to it's basically the same as Divan armor. It gives heat resistance. But now it gives 100 for or hold on. So it's got a buff of 60 fortune and 100 speed. Does that make I don't remember. I kind of wish I don't think Cookie is still here, but if he is, how does that make mining speed, or how does that make Divine Armor compare to Yogg speed wise? Because I remember they were very close. I mean, unless someone else knows about how much mining speed this gives Yogg armor compared to Divin, because I remember they were very close, and there was that whole thing where 30 was like, oh yes, Yogg gives more speed than Divin, but they are very close, regardless. That may have pushed it over the edge. I don't know. And if Yogg does give more speed than Divin, even if it's by a little bit, then maybe it has something going for it. Probably not, but Most likely not. The amount of fortune you'd lose by yogging instead of divining. Specifically, everything in the update is bad. I mean, surely you can't say everything in the update is bad. Like, we can find some good changes in here. Like, a few of these mining pets are actually overall just buffs. Like, Silverfish is a buff, I think. Scatterpet buff. But obviously, there's the big thing about Bal being fucked. But to say there's nothing good, you can't be saying that, man. Yogg gives 2,100 speed maxed and Divin gives 1,360. I'm pretty sure that is not correct. Actually, that might be correct. Fuck. Shit. What was holding it back before? 205. So 205 and then 500 per piece is... Sorry, 500 divided by 4 for each piece. Yeah, I really do need to go to sleep. I need to finish this quick chat because my brain is dying by the second. Only use Fiogwa's MFM and no point in doing it since less fortune and no good XP anymore. Okay, some fire changes, but abilities nerfed is awful and battle. Not even considering that Mithril isn't insta-mineable anymore. RIP. I've liked every update so far, so I'm sure by the time this one comes out it'll be good. I think, yeah, as I said, I want to go through all of it and then put all the bad stuff in. I want to list all the bad stuff and then list all the good stuff. And fair enough, maybe the list of the bad stuff might be longer, maybe, or maybe the points in the bad stuff list will be more poignant than the stuff in the good list. But it makes it easier to single out what is the bad stuff. Because I'm not gonna lie, as I said, my brain is just not on it right now. I need sleep, chat. I really do. I need sleep. Minor armor. Because what the fuck's minor armor again? Where does that come from? How long have I been playing this game and I don't know what the fuck that is? I can't even remember, man. I can't remember. Heat armor? That's like the precursor to Yogg, isn't it? Mineral, well, we know about mineral. And it gives block fortune per piece. Deep cavern. Oh, yeah, okay, I remember now. I remember. That gives mining speed now. That's interesting. Other, pristine enchantment renamed to prismatic. So they've nerfed the pristine enchantment by a half, but they did give us pristine in the Hearth of the Mountain Tree. I don't remember how much they gave us in the Hearth of the Mountain Tree though. So hopefully that evens out. Otherwise, if they've nerfed me pristine, can't be doing that, man. Ice Cold has been buffed, which is nice. The Mining Talisman has been buffed. The Jungle Amulet has been given 10 more fortune. Yeah, okay, so it's basically just the name changes, as they say. The Haste Ring has been, a little bit more mining speed with the Haste Ring. The thing is, though, like, there's these small things, like, you'll lose a bunch on, like, one massive change, but then there's, like, a whole bunch of these little things here. So another thing I need to do is I need to go through this entire fucking thing and tally up at max level all of the reductions and gains in mining speed, fortune, pristine, and where they come from. See how much speed, fortune, pristine we're actually losing in this update, and from where we gaining it, where are we losing it. That's the thing I need to do. If Dorelius has already done that, then fuck you. You've stolen my content, man. This is supposed to be mining, man. It's supposed to be mining. But then again, it would save me a lot of effort. It would save me a lot of effort. So, not fuck you then. Opposite of fuck you. Anyway. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm losing it, chat. I'm so tired. Mining task, yeah, okay, you're done. Cold resistance potion has been buffed. The problem with the cold they need to add it to, they either make it significant, which I don't think that really is that significant. They either need to make it really significant, or they need to add it to the god pot. And I think they should just add it to the god pot. Anyway, we have items. New items? No way. Precursor apparatus. What does this do? Give this item. Oh, okay. So basically, it's an easy. You don't have to individually give each piece. You can now combine it into one item and give it all at once. How wonderful! Haste artifact crafted with enchanted cobblestone and one haste ring. Haste ring has been moved down. Miner's outfit armor has been moved. Grants 25% mining, or grants 25 mining speed and permanent haste 3. That's pretty cool. And finally, we have a demand for enchanted cobblestone. It may not be a lot, but it's something, chat. Maybe cobblestone will, or maybe enchanted cobblestone will go up from 500 per. I doubt it, but you never know. Yog gives 1,160, Devon's still better. You'd love to hear it. Royal Compass, obtained after completing Commission Milestone 1, can be purchased 50k from Rusty. Point, okay, so it's just a talisman? I don't think that gives any mining stats. Reward for participating in Dwarven events. Additional mithril powder from Dwarven events. Okay. Equipment reforged stone. That grants mining speed and fortune. That's interesting. Flow state. I'm in flow state, chat. I'm in flow state. Oh, I love that. I'm gonna be saying that in my commission streams. Let me get my flow state going. I'm in flow state. But honestly, finally, we have an ultimate enchantment for mining. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, chat. We have an ultimate enchantment for mining. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, one thing, the mining reset thing. What are you talking about, Golden Pizza Rule? Because I am Matt says hi, what happened? Lots of things have happened. If you want to recap, you may have to watch the VOD because there's a lot of stuff that I've talked about. I've been just yapping for like an hour and a half right now. I've been on this one forum post, giving my detailed accounts of each and individual features. Yeah, I'm lazy. So am I. But flow state, I talked about that earlier in stream, but grants more mining speed as you mine blocks consecutively. It's a bit like the momentum enchantment from Cosmic Prisons. But yeah, I like that. It incentivizes you to stay mining, interestingly enough. But yeah, I'm gonna be in flow state, chat. Literally me when in flow state. Titanium minecart, pet item that grants 33 mining fortune on titanium. Okay, so there's a titanium mining pet item. Very specific. Titanium tesseract. 1 refined titanium, 16 enchanted lapis. Gives 10 mithril powder every time you mine titanium. Wait, armor reforged stone that grants mining wisdom and speed. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. Chat? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Also, Syntax Man, are you still here? Because I've gotten through a good portion of the of this in general. What why have comms been nerfed? What incomes has been nerfed? I mean, I may get to it later on in this, but what incomes has been nerfed? Been waiting an hour and a half for you to see the reforged stone. I love that though. That's amazing. I'm gonna be tesseracted up. I'm gonna have 4 titanium tesseracts, 4 refined titanium, a stack of enchanted lapis. It's cheap as well. Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. Mining spread doesn't work on gems. That's if that's the main thing, then we can work around that. That can be worked around. Maybe. An efficient miner gives mining spread. Yeah. You thought the efficient miner didn't destroy gemstones, so gemstone commissions were slower, but 2 people in mining cult said that was a bug. Ah. Well, hopefully it is a bug, because if it is, if that's the only reason you're saying commissions are nerfed, then if it's a bug, then commissions have only been buffed, which makes me concerned for another reason. It makes me really concerned. Like actually, I'm actually a little bit concerned that commission mining will get too good. Oh, yes, ability swapping. That was another major one. You are right in that. Ability swapping is a major one. That is another major one. Okay, that. Hmm. If it wasn't for that, commissions probably would have been buffed a little too much. But that is a significant nerf to commissions and just mining in general, not being able to use 2 abilities at the same time. Also, I mean, we don't know whether pick ability is going to be strictly nerfed or not, but pick ability is going to be more frequent, but less in capacity, which may make it better. I mean, I don't know, man. See how Bell's ability cooldown works, then might be able to cook with it. I really hope we don't have to like do a whole bunch of like pet swapping to reduce the ability cooldown so you can use your abilities and then you swap to silverfish to claim and then you please don't add in pet swapping into commissions to make that matter, please. Pet swapping is just effort and I really can't be bothered. It's so nice the way that commissions are now. It's so nice. It's so just chill to do. Balgold mining in Divin died. Uh, Not necessarily. It would be crazy pet swapping anyway. I don't want a pet swap. I don't want to do it. It's just effort. A CBA. I can't be bothered. Polished topaz rod forged from that mid-game lava rod. This is fishing. Why is fishing here? Stop putting fishing here. Early game pick out. Okay, so they are actually doing what I said. They are adding in more things between Gauntlet and the very beginning. I think. I think that's what I'm getting from this. Grants mining fortune and heat resistance. Equipment reforge. Okay. Starfall seasoning. Early game drill upgrade module that increases mining speed and fortune. Another Fallen Stars thing. once you get all of those fallen stars buffed together, they might actually make it so fallen stars mining might be a thing at some point. If they just keep on adding, if they keep on adding fallen star buffs, then maybe they might actually make fallen star mining a thing. Because I think at one point it might have been a thing for powder, but then powder kind of got ridiculous from other sources. But if they keep on adding buffs to fallen stars, then maybe fallen star mining actually might happen. The problem is that you have a reduced amount of ores if you're only able to get a buff from within a certain radius. You'll only have a certain amount of ores, and if you're mining those ores faster, then you're going to run out of ores to mine, especially in the dwarf mines where you don't have. uh, Let's say, the fallen star doesn't go in a good spot, it might not be good. And even if it is in a good spot, you probably will mine out all the ores before. It's just when's this update dropping? I don't think it's been specified, but I haven't really got to the end. Maybe they say at the end. Um, Anyways, Glaciite Jewels, Mining Tool Reforge that grants breaking power. Reforge bonus grants Mining Fortune if you're mining a block with the same breaking power as your tool. Okay. Seems like an early game type of thing. There is one for each subtype of Mining Fortune or block Dwarven Metal Gemstone. 4 Dwarven O's. All oats earned from Dwarven events. Block Bran dropped from Scathers. Gemstone Grahams dropped from Crystal Nucleus. And Metallic Minis dropped from Tungsten Umber Corpses. Consuming it grants 30 of that subtype of Mining Fortune for 60 minutes. The first 5 times you consume one, you get a permanent +2. Okay, so that's just basically another thing I need to do, which is great. But it is +2 fortune. You see what I mean, chat? They are adding these random bits of fortune sprinkled in, which is why I need to go through this entire thing, add up all of these fortunes, and see how much of a nerf we're actually getting or how much of buff. You never know, chat. We may even be buffed. We may just have to do different things. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. But we'll see, okay? We will see. I will sleep first once I finish this. I'm going to finish this, I'm going to sleep, and then I'm going to go through this article again, and then maybe make a video on the overall mining speed and fortune changes. That is the plan. On the bright side, the nerf to mining means you will have more reason to stream BTD6. I don't want to stream BTD6. No. Don't take away my mining for BTD6. No. Anyway, Bryn Moore has shown up in the Dwarven village and he's selling 2 consumables. Powder pumpkins. Fucking cocaine pumpkins. Cost 50k, gives 5% mithril powder. Nothing's really changed there. Now you have Fillet of Fortune, which grants. I hate the temporary stuff. I really hate that, because if they add in a shit ton of these temporary things, then you're going to need like a list of all these different things every hour. And then like you need to consume all of these things, and then you get a massive like 200, 100 fortune buff. I really don't like that. I really don't. I don't like it, man. I much prefer permanent fortune as opposed to temporary ones. But either way, we have another one which grants pristine, specifically in glaciite mine shafts. Now, Dwarven event improvements. All players that participate will get an item, some XP, half another XP, powder, and bits. The item is Flow State. Love that. Flow State, Dwarven O's, Dwarven Treasure. I'm really hoping those would be on the Bazaar because, you know, if you have to actually farm these things. Dwarven Treasure, rare mining skill XP boost. Okay. Um, titanium minecart. Ooh, nice. Very cool. Other bingo changes. New common perk, mountain climber. Increases Heart of Mountain XP gain. Very nice. Crystal nucleus changes. You now need to recompile the crystal nucleus. Recompile. Fuck. Recomplete the crystal nucleus in order to pick up crystals again. Certain crystals now also require recompleting their objectives in order you to collect them again. This change was made as an anti-abuse measure for forging perfect gemstones. We're looking at potentially making other changes to hasten how quickly runs be completed to compensate for this. Okay. That's a crystal nucleus change. I don't really do that. I'm not flow stating. I am in no way in a flow state. My enchantment for flow state would have no speed on it. Zero speed on that. That's what my brain's on right now. Refactored custom blocks. With this update, we've optimized how custom blocks function. That's pretty cool. And as a result, we have had to make some changes to sulfur ore. You now need to be within 4 blocks when catching sulfur skitters. Mobs are no longer corrupted while near sulfur ore. This means that you can mine it, chat. You can mine it and then no one will care. Railway station changes. We have removed the gates of the mines railway station, replaced it with a new station. No way. No way. I think requirement changes are something that only really matter if you aren't at that requirement. And obviously I have all the requirements, so if that applies to you, then you will have to look at that. You will have to look at it. Okay. Well, that's Riz's quest. And then miscellaneous, bug fixes, alpha item. Okay, we're almost at the end, chat. We're almost there. We are almost there. We're almost there. All emissaries are now unlocked at Commission Milestone 1. Blocks now contribute their breaking power towards the Mining Fiesta Skyblock XP task. What? The XP task is blocks broken, from what I remember, so I'm not sure what that means. You will no longer get the same commission you just finished. That didn't happen anyway. You always got it. You never got the same commission twice in a row. So I don't really get what that one is. Unless that happened in some edge cases or something. I don't know. All's within range of a fallen star. That's just fallen star stuff. Particles to ores that are in the fallen star. I mean, if they actually really want fallen star mining to be a thing, then that's a really good change. Smoothed out mithril collection tier requirements so that there aren't so there isn't a massive jump between 6 and 7 anymore. Removed all mithril powder drops from oh. Oh, that's a big one. Removed all mithril powder drops from treasure chests. So treasure chests are specifically gemstone powder grinding now. Interesting. So mithril powder grinding is a separate thing, and people are going to need to do that then. Huh. Now to get into ore mining, you have to mine mithril for 100 hours. Interesting. That's going to create a big barrier for people getting into mining. God damn it, man. I mean, people didn't really like chest grinding anyway, so it's not like there wasn't already a barrier there anyway. Admins are making up problems to fix them foul. Which problems is that then, Syntax? So that one, yeah. You can now salvage any piece of glacial armor for ice essence. That is interesting. So these are now fuels. That's pretty cool. Blue goblin eggs are 20k fuel. Fossils are fuel? Oh no, fuel is done for, chat. Fuel is. Oh wait, no, that's the fossil itself. That's actually kind of rare. Fuel is not done for. Fuel is no longer done for. Although 50,000 fuel is pretty big. In fact, that's gonna make the eggs really good. Wait, how much is an oil barrel again? I can't even remember. What's an oil barrel, like 20k? Oh, an oil barrel is already 10k. So an oil barrel is 10k for context, because most people already use that. Go to sleep. I will, don't worry. But this is really good because even if you, I mean, these eggs were usually pretty low in value, but giving them fuel gives them like a constant value. So I think these eggs will go up in price quite a lot, specifically for fuel, probably. I mean, it gives you something to use green eggs for at least. I remember how we were mining for 2 to 3 months to get a max tree before Crystal Hollows. I yeah, I mean, I think it's a funny thing. Like even before we knew that Crystal Hollows was a thing, I was mining like you and I were just mining regardless. So it was kind of a nice thing to get like a mining update. Like, oh, they're adding more to mining. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Um, yeah. So spicy goblin omelet will be good for people trying to get mithril powder. Yeah, probably. Hold on. I've been put in limbo chat. Is my oh is my connection to the server really bad? Yeah, I think my connection is not great. I mean, it doesn't really matter. The stream's gonna end soon anyway, probably. Um, King's Talisman gives 10 Health Mountain XP for commissions instead of 1% powder. Nice. Although that's kind of not nice for my glacial powder rates. This is so sad. Less powder for my glacial powder grinding. Reworked glacial shard power stone. Wait, hold on a minute. Reduce the amount of mining XP given by commission milestones. That's sad. I like that. I think it wasn't too bad either. I think it was fine. So rename the Glacial Lake to Great Glacial Lake, fair enough. The mithril and refined mithril pickaxes now use diamond pickaxes. The icon, that's cool. Colored goblin eggs now use different colored spawn eggs as their icon. So they're no longer just regular eggs, they're spawn eggs now, which is interesting. Tungsten keychain now decreases heat instead of increasing it. Swapped the positions. Well, the thing is with the tungsten keychain, from what I remember, it did both, didn't it? No, it increased heat, from what I remember. It increased heat. Swap the positions of the mithril golem and the mithril coat in the mithril collection. Nice. Swap the positions of the enchanted mithril and spelunker potion. Decrease number of kills for that bestiary. Refined diamonds have a diamond custom headers icon treasure. Okay, I'm going to read this just to myself and I'll note any important things. Yeah, the reduced cost of tier 10, 11, and 12 Hearthstone menus is probably a big thing. Wait, you needed to drill in your inventory to open the drill mechanics menu. I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, to be fair, like, why would you open the menu if you didn't have a drill in your inventory? Oh, 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 chat. Another buff to comms. Another buff to comms. Comms just stay winning. Comms stay winning. We may have taken an L on the abilities front, but we stay winning. I actually really disagree with the abilities change. I think if there was one thing for me to say, like, oh, admins, maybe don't do this. I think it's the abilities one. I really like the idea that we can use multiple abilities at once. That could lead to some cool stuff. If they actually allow us to combine abilities, I mean, maybe it's not in their balancing thing. Maybe it's for like balancing reasons. It's like, oh no, we don't want you to have mining speed boost and all these other mining abilities that we've now balanced. But now that you've nerfed mining speed boost, I think maybe we should allow combining of abilities. Maybe. Are you gonna get second Divan for Wisdom Reforge? Oh, second Divan set for Wisdom Reforge. I think. Um, yeah, I'll probably have a Divan set for mining XP and a Divan set for Fortune, and maybe a Divan set. I can't remember if there's a armor reforge for speed and fortune, or if there's just one for wisdom and one for speed and fortune. Um, but I'm definitely gonna have to have two different sets if these changes go through. So that'll be fun. More money for me to spend as usual. Overflow Hearth Mountain XP is converted to Glaciite powder, so it seems like my XP will be, sorry, my Glaciite powder will be going up as usual. Added keys to the sack. You can now open corpses. Oh, consumes it from inventory. Does that work with sacks though? Because if that works with sacks, then that's nice. Um, but the thing is with like opening those corpses, whether it's actually financially worth it to do it, depends on like how much you even get out of it. That makes it a lot more reasonable to always open it though. That could actually become an option where you can always open Umber and Tungsten boys. Reworked the lore, centered all icons for lift operator. Polar Void now gives 5 fortune instead of +1 breaking power when it's first applied. Okay. Does that mean you get 1 less breaking power from max Polar Voids? Because the first one would be 5 fortune instead of that. I would assume so. Zog's shop now sells uncommon money XP boost instead of rare. Interesting. I feel like people will probably want to be buying a lot of those if the rare one comes from some drop now as opposed to just buying it from Zog. But I'm sure people are already buying a shit ton of them. Or maybe people don't really care because you don't. It's not that big of a deal. Backend NMS blocks and entities refactor. Separately to our changes to custom blocks, some backend internals of our server have been rewritten to accommodate more blocks and entities from newer versions of Minecraft. It's also being tested during this update's alpha cycle. If you notice anything weird, then report it. Pretty cool. Then bug fixes. Power scrolls can now be applied to mining tools with pickaxe abilities on them. That's another buff. Although the interesting thing about this one is whether the mining speed that you get from the amber scroll is applied before the mining speed boost or after the mining speed boost. If I had to guess, it's going to be after, but there's always a chance it could be before, in which case it would be buffed even further, which is nice. But regardless, that's another buff to specifically the mining speed boost, because you only get that on mining speed boost when you actually use the abilities, of course. Unless you want to be right-clicking all the time, which I guess you could, but it's only like a little bit of speed. But anyways, they already mentioned that one. outdated text, extension rope, fix the sapphire power scroll not displaying the fact it has a cooldown, and then alpha item, checklist. Damn. Well, I've read through all of it, chat. That did take a long time, but I wanted to be quite thorough. Although, I don't know. Was I even that thorough on each of the changes? There's a lot of changes, though. There's a lot of changes. So, how does this affect LeBron's legacy? How does this affect us in the mining community? Well, of course, it fucking touched everything here. There is not a sector of mining that they have left untouched, it seems. But as for myself, I'm feeling cautiously optimistic for comms. I'm cautiously optimistic for it. It's really heavily dependent, as Syntaxman pointed out, on efficient miner mining gemstones. Because if gem commissions are significantly slower, then that's going to be a bit not it'll be a decent bit annoying. And I think the more important thing, mining is always like the actual mining of ores is not really ever really going to be that slow in it because the gemstone ones are always quick as fuck. I think the more important thing for commissions is the ability switching. The ability switching is massive for commissions and for everything, and just for mining in general. The fact that you have to wait for the cooldown of the ability that you know you have to wait for another ability's cooldown before you can use the ability that you want. So, 'tis annoying that, and I hope that is something that they change. I hope they don't implement that change because that is annoying as fuck, and I don't think they should do that. But anyway, chat, it's an AMA time. I'm going to be focusing entirely on chat. What are your burning questions? What do you want to talk about regarding this update? Any strong opinions? And I mean, from what I've read through, they've touched so much. I genuinely can't. I don't know. I don't know what because like clearly everything is affected. Obviously, like actually getting certain items isn't the important thing. In my opinion, it's more like the stats that you get at the end of the day influences what methods can be done, and also there's other changes in here that directly influence certain methods. Anyway, let's get to reading chat. So they made it so you can't get two of the same commission in a row. Think of a slight decrease. Think of the slight decrease in efficiency. Is that you can't get? Say I had Peridot. I claim that commission. It it goes to a different commission. And then I claim the okay, let's say it goes from Peridot to Onyx. Is it that it can't go back to Peridot now? Is that what the change is? Or is it that it can't go from Peridot to Peridot? Because that never existed. I'm assuming it's that it can't go from Peridot to Onyx to Peridot. And it has to go from Peridot to Onyx to Aquamarine to Peridot, for example. But if that's the case, then I don't think that's that bad. There's very, I don't think it's that common of occurrence that you get, for example, citrine into aquamarine into citrine, or citrine into Picobulus titanium and then back to citrine. Because you aren't expecting it because it isn't guaranteed or that common either. And if you were expecting it, then it would help rates quite a bit. If you're not doing vanguards anymore, you can forge perfects and then umber tungsten's probably it's apparently 10 to 15% profit average. Okay. Yo, so are they fixing drill and compact mining reset thing? Like the item resets and you will have to mine the block again, which slows down your progress like 50%. They didn't mention anything related to that in this massive change thread. So as far as I know, there are no changes to that. When you're getting a third divans drill, um, when I have more coins, when you gonna pass Hush Lucas? Probably never. I'm probably gonna stay second, 787 Enjoyer, but it is what it is. Why aren't you mining? Uni is taking up more of my time than ever before. Goblin Pet got buffed or nerfed? Alright then, let's see. Goblin Pet. Buff or nerf? I mean, mining wise, it seems like a buff. Oh wait, offensive odor. Goddamn game. Please, game. I want to play the game. I want to play the game. Do I even have a goblin? I don't think I even have a goblin. I really hate that I can't see my goddamn mouse. It is very annoying. So King Scent lasts longer has been changed to King Scent lasting longer has been changed to mining spread. And free range eggs has been changed to mining speed on ores. It's definitely a big change. Seems like a nerf in so wait, basically it's no longer a pet that you'd use for farming eggs or blue eggs. If you used it for that purpose, it's no longer for that purpose. And I think that was a pretty good purpose for it. I don't know whether people did that or not, though. That's the thing. Anyways, let's read more of chat. Is it over for me if I got 4 to 12 mil powder? It's probably a buff for you. Maybe. I actually don't know. That's the thing. I need to go through it and actually tally up all the fortune losses and buffs and stuff like that. Iron Man player is going to suffer more if yes, then the update is mostly bad. Iron Man players. It depends on whether you consider more stuff to do as bad or not. You'll definitely have more stuff to do. But isn't that why we play the game? Just to have stuff to do. Move to North America for better ping. I don't know if I can do that one, Chief. Unless I had like, thousands of viewers watching. I don't think I'd do that. And even then I wouldn't do that. For better ping as well? Come on, man. I'm not that fucking down bad for this game. Moving to a new continent for better ping. People probably overreacting. It's impossible to tell if it's a buff or nerf overall. Well, yeah, that's part of the thing. I wanted to go through the entire thing, um, and then I'll see what the base mining speed boost changes. What I'm guessing is that the base mining speed boost is going to be increased, Base mining speed boost. The base mining speed that you have might be increased, or maybe it will stay the same. I don't know. I think my prediction, when I go through and tally up all the changes, my prediction is that it will be an increase to your base mining speed, but a decrease to your mining speed boost mining speed. I mean, the prediction there, of course, being a little bit, I predict that mining speed boost being less will give you more, or will give you less mining speed. No way. But what I'm not sure of is whether you'll get more base mining speed. But we shall see. We shall see. Is it true that your real name is Mithril? No. W or L update overall? Uh, uh it fundamentally changes so much about mining that I'd want, as I said, I want to go through all of it and see what we lose. Because I can tell you right now, we lose outright magma fields anything. Because we don't have heat immunity anymore. I mean, you can still do stuff in the magma fields. It's just you won't be immune, and the ways you can stay out of heat, either you need to stay near the surface so you can regenerate that heat, or um, you do the battle thing of you kill some random mob. But what if you don't have a mob in the area? That's the type of thing you need to consider. But basically, all magma fields methods, like magma fields gems, magma fields mithril, they're dead. Gold, I'm not entirely sure of, because if you can get enough mining speed, obviously including the mining speed boost, to instant mine gold, like as long as you can instant mine gold, then gold is fine. But the thing is with gold is that spread is going to be like the mining spread that they've got here. Mining spread is a much bigger, like you're going to get a massive boost in your rates with mining spread. And if you can mine it, you can instant mine on top of that, that's going to be a bit ridiculous. Uh, people, okay. I don't know what change was, someone posted it somewhere, but I assumed com A, com B, com A isn't possible anymore. So you can't have com A, com B, com A. So it'd have to be com A, com B, com C, com A. Interesting. Then I just bought the second gemstone gauntlet with compact on it, just for no mining reset. Now they're doing these. Well, yeah, that is an unfortunate thing about the gauntlet, is that they've nerfed gauntlet quite considerably. If if that's something you're passionate about, tell the admins, say don't nerf gauntlet as much, or I don't know, say something like, either don't nerf gauntlet as much, or give us a mining tool at that price range that has good mining stats. That's what you need to ask for. Gauntlet wasn't that amazing to begin with, now it's shit. Well, I mean, Gauntlet was the third best. I wouldn't say it was bad, it's just it's not a divans drill, of course. 22 pristine would be fire, I think. I mean, it's nice to get a lot of pristine. That is a thing that we can enjoy with this update. Lots of pristine. Too much. Way too much pristine. I can accept my duel request. I'm not going to duel, man. My combat abilities are non-existent. I consider more stuff to do depends on what you need to do, but I don't like the fact that they split a lot of stuff. What do you mean by split a lot of stuff? Do you mean splitting stats from where they once came from a singular source? They've split it amongst a bunch of smaller ones. Gives no mining fortune and 50 extra, isn't that good? That is true. Gauntlet isn't great for fortune. Does not give a lot, especially compared to a divans draw. Just bought a mining setup for 1.2 billion. Am I cooked or godly? Uh, you're fine. You're absolutely good. Considering that these changes haven't come out, and the thing is, these are such massive changes that I don't think they will come out for a while. Having said that, they have recently been moving a lot faster with putting stuff like that out, and then it will be on the main server a lot quicker than it usually is. So, based on that, I have actually no idea. I have no indication of how long it's going to be. I mean, it's not, maybe the admins don't know themselves. With development, you don't really know how long a thing is going to take. I mean, you have a general idea, but sometimes, sometimes things come up, of course. It's like the, whatchamacallit? It's like the Dragon update. You may have had an idea of how long it may take to do that, but then it turns out that the performance issues caused it so that they couldn't push it out. Yeah? Stuff like that happens. So we don't really know exactly. And honestly, I have no idea how long these changes would take. But anyways, so what should I do when the update drops? I have a gemstone gauntlet worth 70 mil. Maybe invest in a 355, because that is something in the designer's notes that they were on about. They wanted to encourage people to use the drills more. So did they... So they buffed the drill engines overall, but did they buff... See, the thing is with these drills is that they're a dead end. So I don't... They need to either significantly buff these or something. They need to do something with those things, because I feel like you shouldn't do those. You shouldn't get these things because they're a dead end, and you should just get 355. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether the wisdom for what you should get should go from get a gauntlet to get a 355. I don't know whether that's what people will recommend now. I've never really been in the what's the best way to progress in mining. I've just been, I've been pretty good with top level, as in what is the best max way that we can get gold or, XP or something like that. Bell seems better, way better. Mm. Bell losing its 15% is a massive nerf. But the stats that or the whatchamacallit, the perks that it did gain are also pretty decent in comparison, so it's not too bad. I do think mining update was meant to be here from the start of when they introduced mining, not now. It's genuinely too late to introduce a giant rework like that. I disagree as long as the changes are good. I think giant reworks are not necessarily a bad thing when they're done properly. Plus, the mining skill in general was pretty fun and didn't need to be changed. It was pretty loved in the community. Yeah, I think fundamentally not as much will change as long as we have a certain amount of stats. Like you'll still be able to do gold as long as you can have enough mining speed to instant mine. I think the big things that we are losing though is the magma field stuff, because we are losing that 15% bulb thing. We're going to fundamentally lose magma fields, mithril and magma fields gemstones. And there probably, I don't know whether there's more mining methods that we lose from this update. But I know those two are definitely gone. Any any methods in Minds chat that are gone from this update? Because I can only think of two. The thing is, like, what you hear from people is always so exaggerated. You always hear like, because like when you actually go through it, you see like, oh, okay, that's gonna change, that's gonna change, that's gonna change, as opposed to what you hear and people are saying like, oh yes, everything is dead, nothing is surviving. There will be no mining methods. There will be no more mining methods in existence ever again. Obby is gone. Obby. It's a similar thing with Obby, isn't it? It's as long as you can instant mine it. And I think Obby is the same as gold in the amount of mining speed that you need to instant mine it. But yeah, no MFM. What is guaranteed is no MFM and no MF gems. No MF anything, really. Magma Fields mining is probably not dead entirely, but significantly, it's not just like chill to be in the magma fields because you have to actually pay attention to heat. You have to like kill something every now and then. Not gone, just need a freaking divans drill. It seems like a skill issue, man. You need just need the divans drill. Just get the divans drill. What can I say? Just get the divans drill. Simple. 95% of gamblers quit before they win big. I mean, actually, a big thing for Iron Man enjoyers is the RNG meter. So that is definitely going to be one massive thing for Iron Man players. They get guaranteed difference alloys. Yeah, but Rex are higher now, so that sucks. It's just more to grind. At least it's guaranteed. That's generally what people are on about with Iron Man. Is they don't like that non-Iron Mans can have exclusive items. Or yeah, there's no way to get a Divins alloy unless you have that RNGesus effect of dropping it. Wait, they're taking away immunity to heat. Yes, there is no longer heat immunity. The only reason you or the one. Wait, no, I didn't. The only reason you would use Gauntlet over a drill is for pristine, and once you get a 655, then Gauntlet is essentially a well, yeah, that is the upgrade order. That it is Gauntlet 655 Divans, so far at least. Should we sell Bal pets? Well, we don't know how useful Bal is yet until, people have tested what its new cooldown reduction can do, um, what methods it could be useful for. Bal has fundamentally changed, and it's no longer you just use that pet whenever you're in the magma fields. It's a thing that we'd probably need to wait and see with. But I don't like how it's a sad thing, and I don't think they're gonna change their mind on that one. What, as I said earlier in the stream, I don't know how much, because fundamentally with Alpha, it is a chance for the admins to get feedback, right? But how much, what we, you never really know how adamant they are on certain parts of it. So I would assume that the ball is pretty set in stone, whereas maybe the gauntlet is, you know, maybe the gauntlet is more open to being changed. Same with like maybe that I'm hoping that can not be as significant as a nerf. Makash, if I stream in 30 minutes, will you raid me? I'm probably gonna end stream like in the next couple minutes. The next 1 to 2 minutes. Um, but yeah. I wouldn't sell Battle Pet. I would not do that. But anyway, that was certainly a long one, and those were the changes, chat. Those were the changes. There were a lot of changes. But they were certainly some of the changes of all time. But as I said, I'm gonna like go to sleep and compile a list of like the bad and the good, and then I can have a little bit a better of an opinion of what has actually changed. Because obviously, obviously, like, syntax has just gone for like, oh, commissions are dead. Commissions aren't dead from what I've seen, you know. There is the main thing about the changing of pickaxe abilities. That's a really annoying thing that I think they should not do. I mean, sure, it does affect me specifically, so maybe that is part of it, but I think it's a really cool thing to be able to switch between abilities like that. Combo duels. I'm not dueling anyone, Zach. I will get bodied. I will get destroyed. I'm not going to get one shot on stream by you. I'll get one shot on stream by someone else. Not someone else, I mean. I'll get one shot by a mob. I'll give you 5 refined mineral. I'd much prefer glossy gemstones. I'm still not maxed, chat. I need more glossy gemstones. I need more mining fiestas. But yes, that was interesting. I'll give you one glossy gem. Funny. Any other questions in chat about the alpha changes? There's a lot of alpha changes. There's so many alpha changes. Why I am not dating Ryan Reynolds. Why are you asking this? What are the alpha changes? Very numerous. Changes mining in so many fundamental ways. But yeah. What happened to mining? Lots of stuff. See, that's a bit too broad of a question to just give something like, oh yeah, let me just summarize the entire stream within like 5 sentences or something. I did spend like an hour and a half going through all the changes. Should they add Hearth Mountain and Glaciite tunnels to Fortnite? It would not affect. I don't know, man. I don't play Fortnite. But all the glossy gems I needed, the first Fiesta, glad I did. How much did you buy them for? Because I think you might have gotten a really good price. I think I sold a few of mine at 3 million. Which I didn't really get that many because you have to get them from mining gems, and you don't really mine that many gems doing commissions. Should they make a Makash drill that gives or minus 1,000 fortune but gives 500 mining wisdom? You know what? I'd add that. I would add that. But now we all want the question, are you fucking, god damn it, why are we asking these questions? No. Is glossy gems going to be more expensive now? Glossy gems aren't impacted directly, other than being a mining item. So if mining items in general go up or down, then they'd be affected by that. But they aren't directly affected. They aren't changed at all by the update. So the price changes will be due to whether mining stuff goes up and down in general. Are you going to change your name to Mithril? I'm not changing my name to Mithril. What is your current real name, Makash? Is it Mass Casualties, Mash Clash? Real name is actually Makash. No way. Real and true. Haven't played in 8 months and just heard about a new Glossy Gem Talisman upgrade, so I just don't know to buy now or wait. I am waiting for the Glossy Gemstone stuff because we've only really had one coal worth of Fiestas for it. But the problem is that you have to wait for another coal. You need a lot of coals, basically. Like, minerals have had so many coals worth of Fiestas and so many Fiestas in general to build up a stock in the economy. Glossy gemstones haven't had that privilege. So there's just fundamentally not as many and therefore they're more expensive. But the problem is you have to then wait. If you want to actually get the benefit of them being a lot cheaper, you need to then wait a shit ton of time and hope that a lot of mining fiestas happen in that time. But there's not really many mining fiestas going on. Right. What? The powder coat has a sweet rune effect, so definitely worth it. Fair enough. Cosmetics, though. Imagine. Imagine cosmetics. What do you think a glossy gemstone tastes like? Probably hard. Probably glossy. I'm gaming chat. What do we rate my coin factory? $100 billion chocolate, this prestige. I love AFK money. It's free money, chat. Free money. And in theory, it's something that I would use myself, because then I could buy the dark cacao truffles and get 30 more global fortune and increase my mining rates. The powder coat has a sweet rune effect, it's definitely worth it. It throws off gold sparkles. Caca truffles. The poo truffles. All these new Mares, Midas Day frag things and Glossy Gem die updates. I don't even know what else. That's just what people are talking about. I'm so behind on it all. Yeah. It does feel that sometimes. Like if you miss an update, you just like and they introduce some item, it's like, ah shit, where did that item come from? They update the game and they added this item that increases your damage by 1%, but you weren't there for that update, so you don't know this item exists. And then you find out later on, like, okay, I need to increase my damage. Let me go through the Wikipedia. Let me find all of the damage increasing things in the game. And then you're like, oh, when did they add this? 1% damage increase. It was in this update, and it's like, ah, that's one of the annoying things there. But the thing is with like the alpha update that they've put out is there's so many sources of like small bits of fortune in there, and some of them are temporary. So it's going to be kind of annoying to make sure that you're always operating at max fortune and max speed and max pristine, max wisdom as well, you know. It's you got a long list of items you need to make sure that you have. It's one of those skyblock things. Heard something about a carnival which sounds really cool, to be honest. Yeah. Comes around with Foxy Mare. What mare do we have there? We've got Marina. I feel like they should have the Minister here. They should definitely have, like, the Minister there. Election over. Starts in 2 hours and 50 minutes. Who are we getting, Zach? Which mayor are we getting? He doesn't know that I am secretly the GOAT. I am secretly too good at 4 in a row. And then I just lose. It's gonna happen, man. I'm gonna lose. Surprisingly. Just out of nowhere, I'm gonna be like, ah, shit. I lost. He has trapped me. Unless that is something that I've, you know, messed myself up over. I think we have a diner with the second-hand perk thing, right? Which means we have a ritual, I think. Probably. Sometimes in the late stages of 4 in a row, you're a little bit scared to put things down just in case. Just in case I've fucked up. Oh, I didn't even notice. That's the thing though, like you can put it down and you're like, oh wait, shit, I've won? Or I've lost? Always happens, man. 4 in a row moment. Well, that was a good one to end the stream on. So thank you all for watching. Remember to like the stream, subscribe, follow on Twitch, my James Makash. But yeah, thank you for watching and all that sort of thing. I will. I don't know when I'm streaming next because I'm busy. I'm a busy person, but yeah, I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye. Oh, and I'll probably make a. I don't know if I'm going to make a video or I'll just mention it in the next stream. But I'm going to do something with that alpha. Like, as I said during the stream, I'll have like a list of all the mining stats we gain or lose, and like, you know, important changes from the update, and then from that I'll make an opinion of like, oh, overall the update is good or overall the update is bad, and you know, things that like, they should not do this, you know. It's more so going to be they should not do this. You don't need to say like, oh, they should do this if they're already doing the thing. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.